everything happened just before I'm about to go live. Just a phone call from Mam that was through mine, so I do apologise for that, but I'm here with you now. I see we have John A. Dawson on the chat. Good afternoon for you, lovely. It's good evening here for us. And good evening, Jerry. 3 of us here, and that includes Rob. Well, one of them is actually me, Jerry, because I watch it on my, as you can just hear, I watch it. Where's the button gone? Well, one of them is bear with. The mute button is not showing, so that does not help. As you can just hear. There we go. I watch it on my iPad now just so I can see the comments as well. So I am here for a little bit. I don't know how long my live is going to be on for tonight, with me going away tomorrow. Obviously, depending how busy it is or not, will be how long it stays on for. I hope you guys understand that. I don't actually, to be honest, it's quite naughty of me, really, isn't it? I don't actually hit the like button for my own stream. I suppose it's that feeling guilty that, you know, I'm doing that when it's, you know, for my own. You're only free for an hour too, so yeah, I think it'll probably be maybe an hour and a half at the most tonight. But again, it depends on how many people tune in. I think Thursdays are an interesting one for people. So if it's not too busy, I don't really want to go ahead too far. So then people won't catch him. But I thought I would get on tonight with me not being on next week. So not sure where Rob is at this point. He might be sorting a few things out. So don't worry, there will be videos while I'm away. Good evening, Mike and Ewan. Very good evening. Are you back from the pub? Oh, I wish I'd been at the pub, lovely. I can't remember last time I went into one. So, yeah, as I said, we've not been getting very far on this build, although the last one, it was absolutely mental, wasn't it? So a lot of it was more chat than build, but that's not a bad thing, is it? So, oh, so Donegal Dad can be live as well. And Jason at Barnabas. Jason, if anybody wants to listen to music while this is on, he is live at the moment on air. Jason, if you want to put your link into the page so people can tune in, I would love to have it playing, but you know, YouTube and copyrights. You know, even though it seems some, you know, you can post videos of actual songs, but if I play any kind of music in mine, it comes up as a warning. So, unfortunately, I can't play Jason's for us all, but I'm sure he could possibly add the link in. So, if you want to listen to his stream as well, his radio show, the 90s music, then feel free to have that playing as well. Play it for me, because I wish I could. So it's nice to see people catching in. A lot of the people from the stream the other day as well. It was absolutely mental, the last one, wasn't it, guys? So you cannot post links. Why can't you post links? I thought you were an admin. I was convinced Rob had you as one. Have we got Jerry? Do you might? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Can you post it as a link in a comment, Jason, and then Jerry can maybe copy and paste it so it actually comes up? I'm not sure how it works, to be honest. I'm convinced he had you as one. I will definitely tell him off. I don't know if this is going to work, but Tom, very good evening as well. Alexa, drop into Rob's bedroom.
Okay, dropping in.
Rob, I'm live on air, but just on the chat, Jason isn't down as an admin. Well, I thought he was as well, but he just said about posting his link so everyone else could listen into his show. But he's not got a spanner by him. Would you mind taking a look, please?
Yeah, okay.
No worries. Thank you. Alexa, drop out. I love these Alexas. They're handy when they work. Jason, Rob should be sorting that out for you shortly. Obviously, I can't do it on mine. I need to get my... I'm sure you... But that's the thing, I'm sure you were. I'm convinced you were. I feel bad now. But yeah, once he gets you added on, if you want to put your link on there, feel free. Jerry, I'm too old for 90s music over 90s maybe. Oh dear. You're not that old, Jerry. You're only as old as you feel. Colin's engaged. Hi Colin, lovely to see you. Thanks for putting a comment on our posts as well. We did go Facebook and YouTube just because we're not sure. Not everyone sees either, to be honest. So, and it was a bit of a late last minute thing. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live tonight, and then we thought, well, I'm not here for a week, so try and get a little one in. Just seeing the comments and catching up. So hopefully, Jason, you should be able to now, whether you're actually saying something on your show. I know you're probably going to be in and out this evening. So that's, if you ignore me for the rest of the evening, I don't know whether it's because you didn't have a spanner or you're busy hosting. So, oh yeah, I see a spanner. You have a spanner now, Jason. Although I'm convinced you were. That's a weird thing. So anyway, we've kind of skipped a few steps with lighting. But we last did the centre building here, and we'd also fitted the tickets and the cafe. So I am thinking, Rob, with it being a nighttime light, do you want the tickets one lit up? I'm just thinking maybe not the refreshments because it's going to be closed that late at night, but do you want the ticket one lit up maybe? Because that will also light those front windows as well, just before I add in the flooring. Just let me know what you think, because Rob so lovingly on the last live was here making plenty of lights up for me. So I have a string of lights here to use. So brilliant. So if anybody wants to hear Jason as well while this is on, head over. He's posted a link to his radio show. As I said, it's, if only YouTube would let you have music on that's given with permission. It's crazy. So I think Rob might be listening upstairs though, Jason. So at least one of us is tuning into it. But yes, so what we need to do next is the flooring for this centre building. So it's sheet F. I think I know which one it is. Yeah, it is this one for these. Yeah, it is this one. I just need to get my flooring out. Yes, don't despair while I'm away. We have been very busy this week, making sure that videos are going up, so you won't be without us for a week. Rob, maybe Rob, you can do a live stream. I don't know how you feel about that. I suppose it depends on work, doesn't it? Maybe you could do one from the shed. I don't know. Not making any promises, guys, because obviously Rob usually leaves for lives to me. But we know it's working in my shed, which is a good thing. So that is at least something. The only thing I will say is today has been one of the days that the internet has decided to throw a couple wobblers. So again, if the stream does go off for any reason other than when I'm going, obviously drop it in the comments. It might just kick back into action. Obviously last time as well, you have the tabs of the door and they've attached to the building as well. Obviously everyone saying hello to each other as well. It's so hard to keep up with them when everybody is live and when isn't. And obviously with us it's very hard to try and get live in when we can. Ship Creek Railway, well, good morning to you and good evening from us. And SJ Dusty, very good evening, lovely. And Tim as well. You two always seem to come in at the same time, as if you plan it between each other. Ship Creek, remind me where you are if you don't mind, lovely. Just saying good morning. I'm guessing, are you New Zealand, Australia? With that kind of a time difference. I wish it was morning again. I don't know where the day's gone. Are you sure it's not intentional? That's where the last few you both have literally come on within a minute of each other. That's how it works sometimes, isn't it? I'm in the colony down under. Ah, good day, mate. And Rob will tell me off because he says don't do accents, but apparently I'm not very good at them. I struggle with my own. All good to hear, Dusty. Just doing this live and then packing, unfortunately. I'm looking forward to going and seeing my folks and helping out on that, but will certainly be missing my partner in crime. Turn for me to be soppy for once. Because, of course, he didn't let on that he was missing me while I was away last time. Oh, Jason, I forgot to say I'm actually in your station tomorrow. Due to the strikes, I'm having to make so many different changes you wouldn't believe tomorrow. Although it's better than Saturday because that would have been practically a 19-hour journey. For some reason you get to London and I can't get further than that after about 7 o'clock. So it's 5 AM here watching this as I attempt to get ready for work. Well, if it gets you motivated for the day. So I am debating where I'm going to put this strip. Now, Rob's made me a few up with the thin wires again. Oh, I think you've only made the 2 up with the 2. I'm thinking with such a small building, I'm only going to go with the 2. But as you can see, they're a lot thinner from the older style wires. So we are moving over to these thinner ones as we go along. So that's, I'm thinking, putting up the top and then bringing down the side. Obviously, Rob, I know you will go in with the super glue after. Although you've got in with the glue gun where the strip is. So I can't actually get the sticky bit off. Oh, it's bringing the whole thing off. That's not my intention. Anyone else find these good to get off? Now I know how those in N-gauge feel. Oh, I'm sorry if I appear out of line. I'm currently having a fight with the sticky end of an LED light. Ah, thankfully I have nails at the moment. Oh, there we go. Tim, they're brilliant, to be honest. We've lit them up with the church and they are absolutely fantastic. Again, Rob, you did do a video on that. I'm not sure if he's actually watching or sorting things out. Might need to paint the inner walls black to prevent light lead. Yeah, people have mentioned that. So I will, once it's in, I can always go in with a paintbrush to... That's not where I wanted. Try and get it in the centre here. See, I suppose we were quite lucky with the church. We didn't really notice any. So it will be interesting to see how we fare on light bleed with this kit as well. Because I've noticed, like down here, you do have a slight gap. I don't know if it... Yeah, you can see it in the light. So obviously there is going to be where we possibly get some light bleed. So it will be something I keep an eye on, because I can always possibly even get a glue gun or something, depending how seen it is what I might do there. Might need take a knife to split the two. The nails worked. Pain in the behind, but less dangerous than a scalpel. I trust myself to cut down a line, but I don't trust myself that much. Oh, Jerry, you said scalpel blade as well. Do you guys not know how many mistakes I make? Do you really trust me with a scalpel? So anyway, that is our first one ready to be lit up. That will be in the centre. And I've done it on the top, but coming down the side. So that way you're not going to see it through the windows or anything when it's lit up as well. So that's there ready to be sorted. So the next stage is again with this. No worse than Rob with track scales. Well, true, Tim. I suppose that's Rob's thing and this is my thing. Not being able to make Metcalfe kits that well. That would definitely be a fair trade-off, I think. So yeah, but we've always said to you guys, we do this proper humans, you know, mistakes, goods, bads, for laughs, for fails. And Rob always ordering an N-gauge. And me always making up a Metcalfe kit. So we're nothing but consistent, at least. Paul, good evening, lovely. Hope you're keeping well, lovely. I just said lovely twice there, didn't I? So anyway, we'll move on to fig 7. So fixing the front and the back sections together. I'm just going to have a read up on this to make sure I do it right. I'll put shooting in a forming card that sticks out from the inside the front wall. Fold the top down in there. So we need this bit here. Mike, did I say good evening to you, lovely? I'm not sure. No need for blooper reel on this channel. No, we do it in real time, Jerry. This is what we're here for. Why not do it in real time, yeah? So you fold these up, and now I've got to figure out where this needs to go. Assuming, no. Is that ready to go there? No, that can't be right. I've done something wrong here. Because I don't see how you've got that gap there. I need to figure this out. Oh, no, there is actually a gap. I'm questioning myself. Jerry, you can be my Eisner if you want. Oh, of course, because it's for platform, isn't it? So it is going to be higher up. Yep. Great minds think alike. As I've just said, it is when you've just written your message. So, yeah. And Mike as well for the platform. So, questioning myself. This time I didn't actually need to. And then Ship Creek. You're asking me about voltages and electrics? Have you not learned by now? Why, I don't have a clue. It's just an on and off switch. No, I think Rob has the buck converters. Hey, I got that one right. I usually get other things wrong. So he's got the buck converters at a set of different voltages, I think. He might come and correct me. Someone else, please feel free to if I'm absolutely crucifying this. So he's got buck converters and that other one that we got sent as well. And with the lights as well, some of them do come with little resistors. So I'm not sure. That is a question for Rob. If he comes in later, I will ask him for you. Because I'm really not sure on that one. I am sorry. Job Hodgin Dawn. Oh, have I seen you on here before, lovely? I'm not sure I have. So, very good evening to you. If it's been a while, I apologise for thinking that you're new here. I like that. Platform and 3/4. I will agree with that. That is totally... Maybe we should name that Platform and 3/4. I'll have to ask Rob. Because that actually... Yeah, that would be quite apt, wouldn't it? You can get 12 volt or 5 volt versions. I don't know. He got these... I wish I could answer that. Maybe I should get to know this because it is a common question as I'm building it. Mike, Circle of Doom. Oh, I'm not sure if that's your side or mine, Mike, but we will keep an eye. As I said, the internet has been a bit interesting here today. Not for very long, so it is possible that it was this side. And Paul Wood, yes, Harry Potter. I am a true Harry Potter fan, so I knew exactly what you meant. You have a... Oh, Tim, don't. My mum and dad bought one of my younger brothers the Hogwarts Express many, many years ago. So one of the original kits. Not the newer one now. So one of the originals. And I'm trying to eye up... Not a brother that's spoken to, so I'm trying to eye that one up for me. It's going to the even younger brother, but... I'm working to try and get it, and then I will make a Hogwarts. If I ever get that, it's on it. I'm making a Hogwarts. That's just, I've just got to. So yeah, we shall see. I can't promise though. I think I'm just wishful thinking. Oh, is yours? You know, I don't know if my brother's was Steam or I think it's like our ones. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. But I know it was obviously, it was gifted to him, geez, when Harry Potter was all a big thing. So it is quite an age now. And by the Hogsmeade Station, no way. You glitched for a moment, Grace. Okay, Jerry, it's obviously the internet pulling a bit of a funny one today, obviously. So as I said, if it does go completely, I won't mean to be rude, guys. Obviously, that will be technology against me. But if it does go, I will be sure to obviously put it on the community tab that it is at, and I've had to stop for the night. So keep an eye on that. But you shouldn't tell me these things, Tim, because I would want to make a proper Harry Potter themed station in a Welsh 80s layout. Do you think I could make it work? Do you think Rob would notice if I sneak it in there? Or just get it on like a platform that you will down, so it's all the mystery of Hogwarts and it only appears to those who it must. Okay, majority of ones I use 3 volt with a need of resistors. As I said, I'm useless with electrics. I do leave that to Rob. Oh, you have to make it buy it in sections. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, you can buy ready to run, but I dread to imagine how much that is. Thank you, Jerry, for being my technical help. So you're my help in making kits, and you're also my technical help on electrics. I'm glad some of you listen to what Rob say. Do you think I can get away with it being his other half that I don't? Or it just goes over my head, to be honest. So, which one is the truth? Well, we shall never know. Hold on, I've got a love heart too. Yes, I do have. I think I've just used the ones with the... So what Rob has set up here for me, guys, for anybody that doesn't know, we do have earlier videos explaining it. Barnabas also did a video, he saw ours and there. So we've got, Rob's bought an LED strip, basically. Couple of quid, I think. And he's chopped them up, wired them up, a bit of glue gun there, just to, oh, Jerry, help. What's the word for it? Interlace it, maybe. It could be wrong information. It might not be. It probably is. But he's basically, yeah, cut the strips apart. I think getting it, making sure you've got these little resistors in it. I don't know. I'm totally guessing here. Not explaining it that well, but yeah, he's cut them into part and attached the wires. And then obviously it's going to go underneath the layout, and he's already got a strip that is shown on his video all the way through the layout to connect these two that then go to the buck converter under where the middle of the layout, basically. So initially he was using these thicker wires. I can't remember where he got them from. And then, or was it a wrong purchase? It might have been a wrong purchase. I don't know. I don't know with Rob, but I kind of have a feeling it might be a wrong purchase, but I don't want to say so, just in case. Has its own resistor. You can cut the strips with copper pads and solder on new wires. So yeah, thank you, Jerry, for translating. So that's what he's done. He's cut the strips. You've still got the resistor there, and then he's attached his own wires. The thinner ones are definitely a lot better than the thicker, but if the thicker ones are what you have, then it still works. The church is installed with the thicker wires and they work absolutely fine. The only thing it does enable, like me when build, is they very easily fold into where they need to be. Where the thicker ones, it's a lot harder to do that. So I would recommend the thinner wire if you can get it. It's just a bit more fiddly, I think, when putting it together. Not like the church ones. And I worked in what used to be Yarzik. They used to park the Harry Potter triple-decker buses outside my work. Okay, I'm jealous. So, bro as well, very good evening, Avi. I'm not sure I've said good evening to you. Going to go and do some more shipbuilding. Catch you later, Colin. Thank you very much for tuning in, lovely. It's always a pleasure. And that's the door. Jerry's helped me out again.
What have you broken this?
No, I haven't broken anything.
Bullshit.
See, who swears?
You
No,
do.
we were talking about the electric side of things, so I was kind of guessing off what you've already said. Said it's probably wrong. Already shown me LED strips, and Jerry's basically translated for me.
What?
Just, they were asking questions about it on what
Okay.
it's connected to, resistors, and what voltage you run
On a
out.
side note, the Echo shows did.
Completely, the button's
Yes.
not working now.
On a side note,
Go on.
I've just been speaking with Amazon customer services.
Ugh.
Tried a pack set, set. That's not worked. So he said, get another one ordered. That was an Echo Show 1. Echo Show 8 Gen 1.
Right.
I've just ordered the Echo Show Gen 8. Yes, Echo Show 8 Gen 2. And once it's delivered, they refund the money.
Fair enough. So yeah, guys, Rob is actually here now. So if you have any questions, he can answer. Oh, and Tim's trying to persuade me. We're talking about Harry Potter. Paul came up with this because I wasn't sure on the gap, calling it platform 9 3/4, which is very apt.
Right.
So we got talking about Harry Potter, and there is apparently we got talking about the steam train that's in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And then we got talking that there is a Hogsmeade station, and
that the UK is not allowed to buy because
well,
the company in the UK wanted to buy the steam train, but the studios banned it.
even the Hogsmeade station.
Probably.
Because I said I didn't know if you'd noticed I'd get it on a platform kind of thing.
No,
So.
we're not having Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
So yeah, guys, Rob is
2
now.
seconds. She broke the English language, Rob. Jerry, I totally believe
You're
you.
only just learning this. No light over the stairs. Wires through the wall next door.
Yeah, this is. You need to pick a room that's going to be dead.
No. I've put one there. I think they're asking if I'm gonna add one. Job, probably gonna add one over the stairs as well. Lovely. This is just doing bits as I'm going, because I just added that. So I will probably put one up the stairs, but again, it could be a different colour. I'm not sure. But yes, there will be. I have it because otherwise it feels so dark around me. It's a bit.
Don't have to have it. I think I am downloading nothing.
I know you're not.
That's why I've switched my PlayStation on. I'm going to play Sniper Elite.
So, guys, it is a bit touchy. I don't know how we're going to be there tonight. I'll try and crack on for a bit, but if it happens too often, we might have to do it for tonight.
Paul, I think, well, I hope I should say, I think they were warm yellow. That's what I aimed for, being the 80s.
But I've just seen a comment, Job, if LEDs are too bright, put a drop of orange paint on them. So we can put whichever paint on them to change the colour, can't we? So yeah, there will probably be one added where the stairs will be as well. But the only issue is obviously hiding them. That's the other thing. But I will figure that out when it comes to it. White, warm white, Rob, Jerry's telling you. Oh. See, Jerry, what we do without you? Electric kits. Are you our PA? Can Jerry be our PA?
Oh, the point. Alexa, turn on the trains.
He's going to go and find out now for you guys.
I've got the bus down here, haven't I? Oh, I've got the electric bus under the table.
Yeah, you can try it out yourself. That's why I said I knew you had it underneath. I didn't know what you called it. I just said wires. Christy. Oh, Crispy! Oh, how you doing, girl? As soon as you said Crispy, I was like, yay! Christy, from back home. Mama Bear, Papa Bear, that did our logo. That Christy. She's tuned in. So, hey, Christy gal. So, guys, you'll notice the name there, Christy. Christy is actually the person who designed our lovely logo. She also did my portrait logo. I don't know what I'd do without her putting up with me. I'll try and have a catch up with you next week, lovely. I am down to see the folks next week. Probably won't be able to get to you because I'm looking after them, but I will be able to call you. But thank you for tuning in.
Shush. Jerry, they're white.
No, didn't you get 2 different ones?
Those ones are white. I haven't started on the others yet.
Oh. Well, could we not have a white in the room and then a yellow above the doorway?
No, it's just overcomplicating things.
Oh, okay.
That means I'd have to start soldering tonight and I really don't want to.
Effingham, very good evening. That makes me smile every time I see his name come up. It does.
Right. Tatty buys.
Bye. I'm going to have to come and do that now, aren't I? So, yeah, Christy, with your help, the channel's just grown, and Jason, the shout out and that, and wouldn't be where it is, I imagine, without your brilliant logo. So, yeah, as Jeff says, yeah, paint of... So, yeah, we're going to crack on with this. And I was trying to find the stonework or the fascia. So, just bear with me for that, guys. The only problem with not having a builder's yard as such. Oh, message retracted. Oh, Jerry, you've had a message retract. Ah, did your autocorrect come into play there? Typo on your end. Any guesses for what it was, lovely? Just putting it out there. Considering who you were replying to. Now, I need Rob to get back to me which clock he wants. And I said clock, guys. Don't twist it. Ruining it while I'm here as always. And I've left something on my table today. I don't know if you guys will see it. But if you do, you will know what to shout. Just call F if you want. No, that's not as fun. So I don't know if Rob is back to watching. But I do need to know which clock he wants. Alexa, drop into Rob's bedroom, please.
Okay, dropping in.
Now what?
Well, can you pop on the stream? I need you to choose a clock. Please.
What?
A clock. I wasn't being rude. I've just got 3 different ones. I know you're not watching all the time tonight, so...
No, I know. Now I'm getting it in stereo.
Oh, you will be, won't you?
Oh, pick one.
Oh, okay. No worries. Okay. Alexa, drop out. Mystic, very good evening, lovely. Not finding Effingham's link. Oh, that's disappeared. Oh, Mike, have you removed that, lovely? Right, I'm debating. I think this one's too modern, definitely. I'm kind of going for this one, guys. Now, I appreciate other people will have this one. Oh, you like the yellow one, Mike? Oh, no, sorry, not Mike. Job. So I drop in and all I hear is clock. Well, what did you actually hear, Stuart? Because I just asked Rob on me Alexa and I'm not sure he heard what I said. Let your mind go where it will. Yeah, I'm quite liking this one, but as people are saying, it's something a bit different. I suppose I can cut them out and decide which I want, can't I? Being as you're sweet and honest and innocent and clock, obviously. Oh, you don't know me that well then, Stuart. Oh, actually, no. I think I am going to go with I'm sweet and innocent. It's Rob that twists everything. That's what I'm going to say. Christy, I don't know if you're still watching, lovely, but if Johnny is there, please say hello to him from me. I have to cut this out properly, Anna. How many yellow clocks do you see at a station? I can't say I take note, to be honest. I usually look at my phone. And it's unique. Yeah, Tim, that's my... But my only worry is if you guys are thinking it's unique, how many other people on... It's a hard one, isn't it? Because I don't want that to be one everyone goes for, and then find we go for it as well. Andy, very good evening, lovely. Oh. Well, we're all telling them to go for white clocks. Well, I suppose we could always go with the yellow and say it was everybody's input from here. So I suppose that could be a piece of you guys in our layout, as it was you guys that chose the clock. I'm watching so carefully when I am saying that word. It's unbelievable. Hurricane, very good evening. Be impressed I got it right. I'm doing good at the moment. Well, I hope I have. This is when you come back and say, no, I pronounced it wrong. But that would be me in typical fashion. It is like a yellow submarine. Well, we spent a good while in Liverpool, so again, that could be another. On Metcalfe website, it's white. Bet you're going with yellow. Well, it is, isn't it? Huh. This is how much notice I take, guys, honestly. I'll start a trend and go for a yellow clock. Well, as I said, I think this can be our little bit of you guys in our layout. Seeing as everybody wants me to go for the yellow clock. Please stop making me say the word. Because I am going to stuff up. Smallwood Junction. Ants, very good evening to you both. And Peter Norris as well. Sorry, lovely. I didn't see you sneaking in there. I saw your comment, but I didn't. Rule on your layout, your choice. Yeah, but I do like your guys' input. I was thinking more like a yellow submarine from Beatles, but do what's best for you. Well, for us, you know, a lot of you will know that we spent a lot of our time during COVID in Liverpool. So, again, that could be another connection. Stuart, we did think of electric ones, but it's trying to find one the right size. Oh, the door's open. Bear with me, guys. Otherwise, the wind will take it and then take me. So, yeah, I do think I'm going to go with that then, guys, the yellow one. Few connections. Yellow submarine in Liverpool. And, as I said, it's going to be the input of you guys. So, it's one we can look back and say, you know, it's a little part of everyone in RGJ trains that is part of our journey. So, I do quite like that. I'd love a digital one, but... what about cutting the whole clock face out and fitting a small lady's watch? Now, that would be unique. Yeah, problem is, this is actually, a lady's watch is too small, too big, I think. I've even got a kid's watch, And the watch face of the kid watch I've got is a lot bigger than this. And the only other problem, guys, is if I think about that, then I also wouldn't be able to crack on with the rest of it. So, yeah, I'm trying to think of something we can go and sort later. Let me look at the one we already have built. Yeah, unfortunately it does get built into, doesn't it? Yeah, so I would also be worried with a lady's watch face of the fitting with the rest of the kits. That's the only other issue as well. That is the only one I'm also thinking of. Job, a digital one on the platform post. Well, this is a thing. You can get small little ones, can't you? With the time on. But yeah, looking at the kit when it's built, there just isn't going to be room. So, heading down the model room. Have fun. Stay safe. Mike, you enjoy, lovely. And it will catch you again soon. So, this is the station this is the one we got gifted. So, as you can see, we have a watch face there. Again, a white one. But it fits right into part of the build. So, unless you also know of a lady's watch this thick, unfortunately on this one, I don't think it's going to work. Something like the church, you might be able to and cut through, but unfortunately it isn't meant to be on the layout. But I have decided, thanks to you guys, I will be sticking with the yellow one. So that is definitely a big one. Just bash my knee. Bear with me, guys, for a minute. Oh, Howie's. If a boss has spoken. Stuart, do you want to try telling Rob that? I'm trying to tell Rob I'm a boss. He still doesn't realise I am. GWR Buckley. Sean. Is it Sean? I'm questioning myself tonight with names. Very good evening, lovely. It was just a thought. As you have said, you'll lay out your choice. Quick glue one in. And I was right here, Sean. It's the devil trying to get into wind them up later too. Yeah, that's the fault. And battery change. Yes, Timber, we're live again. I'm not here next week. So I thought I would come on for live tonight with you all before, because I won't be able to stream while I'm away. Well, I could, but trying to get a kit down there with me just isn't a good idea. So I'm not going to risk that one. And I have decided on the yellow clock. So my reasonings for this is... Okay, I need to repierce for glue. Yeah, my reasonings for this is because obviously you guys have had a lot of input. Everybody's saying the yellow one, which obviously I appreciate you guys then keep saying, you know, it's my choice. I get that. But I think it's a little way to include you guys that are on the lives in the layout. You know, you'll be able to see it in future videos and think, I helped towards that decision. And I like the yellow submarine connection. Because as I said, with our time in Liverpool, I think that is extremely apt as well. So the yellow one's stuck in. It's in with the rocket glue, so I can't change my mind now, guys. Let's make sure the midnight or 12 is in its position now. Because I would hate that to bother me later on. So there we go. It's stuck on. It's not coming off. It's rocket glue. We saw what that was like. So there we are. I think it is struggling with even mine tonight. I'm going to put my quality down to the lowest. Because I don't need to see the picture. I wish I could get just the chat up. But I don't know, actually. If I pause the video, can I still see the comments, guys? Let me... If people can just add a comment or two. Let's see if it's going to keep updating the chat or not. I will leave it a minute or two. I'll keep an eye on my screen, because I might be able to pause the feed coming through. Oh, that's it. Right, so guys, I do get comments through still. So I think hopefully the internet should be a bit more stable. I'm not even going to stream it from my iPad, which hopefully will help. You can, 3 dots at the top right allows you to detach the text. Let's have a look. Because as I said, I don't want to... Oh, I'm on my iPad. My 3 dots are telling me about chat filter. So, I've got it at the side anyway, but it's still working while I'm not playing it. So that should help a little bit, maybe. There must also be a Crazy Train from Black Sabbath. Yeah, that's true. There's a Crazy Trains, of course. Is Rob watching OnlyFans again? Jerry, he might be in the editing studio. Not sure if it works on the iPad. No, we'll see if it makes a difference now that I've paused the feed, obviously, because I can't see what I'm doing. If it's out of sight or the camera moves, please let me know, because that's the other reason I like to watch it, so I can kind of keep an eye how the feed is going as well. So you guys are my eyes and ears. So I'm going to bend this down to attach this. Have to sign off. Greetings from Germany. Auf Wiedersehen. Job, thank you very much for... Or is it Job, isn't it, actually? Sorry. It's Job. Pronounced Job, I think. But very good evening. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully see you again soon. How is the stream looking for you guys? Is it any smoother, or is it that sporadic? The Wheel of Death just turns up on its own accord. Yeah, this is this side just to make sure. So our fascia is going here. I would do lies, but I can't babble. Oh, so I babble now, do I, Timber? Glad I know how you feel now. Got to get back to driving my last circle until we meet again. Beautiful people of the world. Stuart, thank you again for tuning in. Job, you'll be back. Brilliant, lovely. Keep an eye on our communities tab, and we post it on our Facebook page as well. But there won't be any lives next week. So we haven't disappeared on you. I am just away. But thank you very much for tuning in, and it's lovely to have you be part of this community. Oh, it's still jittery for you, Jerry. Babbling is necessary skill for DJs and lives. Nice save there then. I see what you did. You must be married. There is one music band from Serbia. This is called Orthodox Celt. They sing the British style songs. Huh, interesting. I do love differences in music. Railway 187, I tuned in. Had to work late today. Good evening. The building looks nice. Thank you, lovely. We've gone for the clock, the yellow one. Everyone, it's kind of an input of everyone, to be honest. People tonight have said go for the yellow one, and Rob said leave a choice to me. So I thought, you know what, this is our viewers. This is something that we can look at and go, our viewers had a hand in that. And I like the link to the Yellow Submarine and our time in Liverpool. So, Railway 187. I'm convinced as well, we were looking through our YouTube, and it looks like you were actually our first follower on the channel. Back when we started. This is where you come back and say you've only joined 5 episodes ago. But I think it was you that we actually saw was our first subscriber. Things you find when scrolling around on YouTube, eh? Bet you wish you never had now. Right, so edge is flush with the building, right. Ah, I'm doing this wrong, aren't I, actually? These fold over, if I'm not mistaken. Jerry or Paul, you're both usually good at this. Now fold two long tabs at one along the top one, glued and back wall. So the top edge is double-sided, yep. And fit your clock face of your choice. Well, I skipped ahead with that one. Now fit to the front of the building with two long tabs sitting at the top of the front wall. Now fit the rear stone fascia in the same way, huh? Oh, I've got another one to do, haven't I? So that, I believe, am I just attaching here? So I'm watching on my phone 4G and it's plenty smooth enough, so I guess your upload is fine. It's other people's download. And I have actually seen it on myself, a spinning wheel, and it did come up with a connection thing. It could be a combination of both. The internet has literally been a pain in the behind here today. So the only thing, guys, this fascia, it's showing it in line with the windows. So I want to make sure I get this right. Ah, it actually, does it fit into place? Yeah, it kind of fits in once you've got those glued. So as it says here, the tab is that side over the wall and that's the rest. So I'm just going to get that glued up. Yes, it forms a parapet. Never heard of that. This is me we're talking about. Hail, seeing the building. I want to do more Metcalfe kids, but I have no spare space left on my layouts. Oh, there's always space. Add another layer. That's why we've tried to go, you know, multi-heights as well, because it just adds to that depth to the feeling we find. So have you got room to expand upwards or downwards? Oh, you might notice the little thing that I have here tonight. I noticed that if anybody sees the extra little thing today, you will know what to do when you've seen it. You've joined in chat on other lives before now. What do you mean you've joined in chat? Oh, actually being on. Tis is where having clothes pegs is handy. Yep, I totally agree. These are actually ones that... These are actually bag clips, I think. But yes, they do come in hand just for those extra little bits to hold in place, just to make sure they're down. Oh, I wish I had purple and orange. Yes, Jerry, you are the winner. You saw it. Squirrel. As we know, I'm literally of the mind, and I will go to squirrels. I am literally that typical person, but I do have a slight squirrel thing. Rob bought me a lamp that's a squirrel. That is awesome. He bought me this little one that's come here now. I dropped it again. Even though that's not the first time it's happened today, and it broke and we all fixed it. That never happened. But I've also bought one for outside as well. So yeah, I do like me squirrels. Orange is behind the squirrel. Yeah, I've just noticed actually. I wish it was purple. It's pink. Ugh. But yes. God, I don't know how delayed this other video is going to be delayed, isn't it? So there we go. That just gave it a little bit of a clamp on what was needed. So I'm going to get that glued ahead. So I'm trying to think where I will need all my glue. Practically everywhere. I think I'll do the front bit. That's where we can pop glue. So let's look at this again. I like me wolves. I like wolves as well. I know squirrels of late have just become my thing. Never used to be. I've always liked squirrels, but recently they have literally just yeah, they've been my thing lately. It doesn't help when Rob buys me squirrel things, obviously. It helps me inner squirrel come out. I know I've got my other little one he got me. What was that one? Was that Sydney? I'm really bad with the names. Don't tell him. So this one, when you attach it, just note with the tab, it does go flat faced, and the tab basically just sits on top. So I'm going to go ahead and get that off. There we go. So as you can see here, where you've built your tabs up, if you look at it on the side view, they actually sit above the height of this building. So just if in doubt, if your end bits here are lower than your windows, you've gone too far. But it should, there should sit nicely into place. You feel not click, but you do kind of feel it go into place. That probably doesn't explain it very well, but this is Gracie's, and I feel some of you are starting to learn my language very well. You need to fit lights before the ridge roof goes on. Lights where, lovely? Timber. Because I have put one, I've only put it in one room. I've put it in the ticket office. My thinking behind is that basically if, you know, it's later at night when the lights would be on, how many train stations do you go to? And you can't get refreshments that late at night. So I'm going off the one for this that my tickets are going to be lit up. Oh, we're not going to bother with the top ones, lovely. We're not actually worrying about that for now. I don't think they're going to be lit up. So that one, we're going to just focus on the bottom. I know people have said hotels and things like that, but being we're in Wales and that, some it'd be hotel. But yeah, going off Wales, they're all closed down for the night. But thank you to make sure I hadn't forgotten about it. It is appreciated. Oh yeah, the only other one that I am thinking of adding, like people have said, is when you build the steps up for in front, so you've got light at the steps. So yeah, our top isn't gonna, I wouldn't be able to light in here anyway now, would I? But for the other rooms, I do appreciate that they would. So as I said, it is appreciated, all the input. And we've got one more bit of stonework, and then we go on to making our platform. So almost there, guys. It's the other bit of the fascia. Capping stone rail side. That's not what we want. What is it we need? No, it's another fascia. What was it called on here? No, this is the part. This is the part I do not like, trying to find everything. Ah, stone fascia. Rail side, there we go. I am a lighting nut. Always had lights in separate rooms and on individual circuits so they can be put on independently. Oh, that's a cracking idea. I do like that, actually. So, but for us, as I said, because of where we are, if we're in like, you know, doing it off a busy town and things, and I might. I think for us, we're going not as much, so. But as I said, I do appreciate you saying, because if I had planned to and forgotten, I would have gone ahead and done it. So it is appreciated you popping in messages like that, lovely. Because it would be better than me going in 5 minutes. I didn't do the lights, so please don't feel bad for saying either. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I usually make a hole in the bottom so I can fit a light in the building later on. I also like to change buildings, so I often use battery operated. Ah, have you got those on your video, Ray187? I've been looking at Mimic bars for working with lighting. See, as I said, for us, it's because they're stripped. I don't know how the holes will work. If we were just using like LED bulbs, that would probably work well. But I would imagine to get a strip in, I dread to think how big the hole would be, and then you're really struggling with your light bleeding then. But you never know. It could be me in 6 months' time going, no, we stuffed up. We want to make another one. Mine will through Arduino or PC and will be on a compressed circuit. Ah, it's another way to run it, isn't it? I remember when they came out, and the Raspberry Pis. Why is it technology, a lot of them are made by the, you know, names of food? Just why? You've got Apple, Blackberry, Raspberry Pi. Next they bring out Apple Pie. Unless it's just geeky people are always hungry. I don't know. Geeky, techie people. Yeah, maybe it's just their food hobbies coming out. And is it... And what's the other one that when they do updates, they usually name them after food? Is that Samsung's? Or, well, it's not Samsung, is it? It's the... oh, I can't think of the operating software. Jerry, you take care, lovely. Thank you for tuning in. As I said, I won't be on for much longer either, lovely. I'm going to actually look at what's the next steps and debate whether I'm going to carry on. Maybe it's open there for a chat for you guys. But I know some of you weren't in at the beginning of the stream. I did say it wouldn't be a long one tonight with me going away tomorrow. So... that's actually reminded me of the time as well. Thank you, Jerry. It's a bit of a busy one in the morning. So let's have a quick look at these platforms, because I know Rob could do with me building one up before I go. Yeah, let's get this glued, and then I'm not sure, because I don't want to get too engrossed into it and end up going even later to bed. In my case, I just simply go an LED lamp to the ceiling and connect it to the holder, which contains an on-off switch. Straightforward, easy technology. Yeah, it sounds a really good idea, actually. For someone like me, that would be someone like me. I know we've got some very techie people on here. So again, when gluing on this side, it's the same again. The tab kind of sits into the building. So your best way when applying it, you know, is just make sure it's flush, push it down, and then you've got nowhere else to go because the tabs are stopping it. It's the only thing I can suggest with people on where to put the glue and, you know, where to make sure it's sat on your building kind of thing. meant to do that. Again, so it's flush. I suppose it's probably a bit easier for me now. I've already done one. I've just got to make sure those edges are flush all the way round. And there it just sits there nicely. And then I'll tell you who we can use. We can use little squirrel there, just as the added weight. Not too much should be collapses for doorways though. So yeah, I think squirrel is actually going to become a new little mascot when I do me live, because he's a good weight too. As an electrical design engineer, I have to set myself higher standards. Yeah, I suppose, you know, if you're someone who's really techie, then you already know the different ways, techniques, and how you do things, and where someone like me wouldn't have a clue. Before I go, I use JST plugs for my leads. I'll easily remove them later. Again, I will let Rob know, Jerry. Jerry, you have a lovely week. Lovely. I might catch some of you on comments of things anyway. But obviously it's not the usual lives that we all share, so. But is it next week? Jason's back, I think. He won't be on now. I know he'll probably be on his way home, but I think it's next week his lives are. Is it next week? Whether it is or whether he's even given a date, I could just be pulling this out of a rabbit hat. Which, knowing me, I do talk a load of so it's probably just that. So there we go. That is our centre built up as well. So we have our sides, our centre. The only thing I haven't put together is my side yet, again, because of lighting. I don't know whether we're going to do both or not. I use servo lead 3-pin. I get 2 circuits per connector. So anyway, I have high-rise flats that have 8 circuit. Guys, you're talking in like foreign language to me. Railway 187, that's exactly like me. My knowledge of electrics is not much more than knowledge of live and neutral, and when it's catching fire, probably a short circuit. I'm really bad in technology. Me, it varies on technology, but yeah, electrics, I could maybe, you know, wire a plug back in and change a fuse and things like that, but when it comes to like the railway and things, oh, I'm gone. You have to set expectations to your skill set. Yeah, I get that, Timber, but I don't know how to increase mine. I'd need to read into it. Although I suppose I do have a Rob for my electrical needs, so I am lucky in that. Oh, the platform, anyway. Pass for crayons. Yeah! Oh, the purple ones. Andy Dobson, very good evening, lovely. You can all fight over the crayons as long as you leave me the purple ones. But that is certainly how I feel when it comes to electrics, to be honest. I'm useless. As I said, I don't know how far into the rest of this I am going to go. Just with me going away tomorrow, it won't be too late. I appreciate it was a later start, so it won't be as long as our usual lives. It's just, I need to pack. I haven't even packed yet. Dad, just stick to using batteries. Yeah, Dad, that's exactly. Why do you think I leave the electrics to Rob? Because we know this. It's the same as directions. Don't ask me directions, guys, because I'm clueless. Secret is to push boundaries by finding someone more knowledgeable to learn from. To be honest, Timber, I'm picking a few bits up from Rob. I've just been so busy with a lot of things lately. I've not had a chance. But doing some of my own... Oh, what's the thing that you use with flux and soldering. That is something I will be having a play with as well. So I've already burnt a transformer because a wagon seemed to have AC wheel set. See, again, that's over my head. That was something I left to Rob because I know I'm doing the scenics. So we've got to single unit around to full length of build and start by folding rear tabs down at right angles. Right, so we're going at right angles. And I've realised what I just said there. And platform down and fix 2 long thin edge spacers. Part 8 on sheet E. I realise how that may sound as well. And I'm actually going down to my mum and dad's just to help them out for the week and to see them. So, you know, parents and all. I know my dad's on my live, so I'm just baiting him. But yeah, Rob is staying up because obviously we work and things. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm just needed down there at the minute. So, Jesus, those are thin. Okay. I'm looking at number 8 and geez Louise, are those thin. Well, let's get interesting. I can't wait for setting. We're getting closer. We are getting ever so close now to scenics, aren't we? You know, I can't wait. Let's see, we've still got a few things to finish off as well. And somebody has the right paint, you can get ahead of it. Because that's the only problem, isn't it? Can't really do anything until the ballasting's done. So once that's done, yeah, I think it'll seem to go quicker in one sense. But right, that's the last of sheet 1. Let me just finish where these 2 thin ones need to go. And fix the long spaces. Right, they need to go on the front edge. Oh, I've seen so many videos. I've got so many ideas. I just honestly cannot wait. So, how am I doing this? So, your spaces, guys, are we going flat or are we going up? You guys all probably know. Even though there's actually a gap between them. Do we go flat or do we go upwards on this bit? If you can see it actually, because I can't see it there. I'll enjoy it and I'll catch you soon. No worries, Anne. As I said, I will. It's not like I'm going into the back of beyond and can't keep an eye on YouTube and things. So, you know, it's not like I'll be away. It just means we won't have these, which we enjoy as much as you guys. Oh, Anne, are you heading off, Anne, actually? Railway 187, I believe you can get other stations. As I said, this is the mainline station. But there is a smaller one you can get. So, yeah, so these are saying flush to the front edge. I'm assuming I'm doing it right and putting it flat by the looks of it. So we can see how that turns out. You should watch my Bougie Bastard in 00 World War II diorama part 2. A video, a build video for inspiration. Oh, I might check that out while I'm on my travels tomorrow, as long as I have internet, of course. Full build of diorama. See, I'd love to have the space to do that as well. Now you're bringing out the big guns. Who is? Or are you talking to Timber there, Andy? I think for these tiny ones, I might use the PVA. That's probably the safer bet, being this thin. And again, being so small, they won't take long to dry either. So, I still do use the PVA occasionally. Now, it does say flush to the edge. When fitting these, obviously it's a lot more delicate. So, in one sense, it's probably easier to do. In one sense, it's probably a pain. Now we're on with PVA. I don't bother with rocket. To be honest, after doing N-gauge and finding it so much easier than went to the fire station, I do like the PVA to certain things. Obviously, this is still going to move. But I like the rocket glue when it's quicker drying. So if you've got like two things upwards on each other where, you know, it's different when it's flat. But if you've got something that's like at an angle, it's such a pain having to hold and wait for it dry. I think especially on my lives, because, you know, it's not exactly interesting for you guys to watch. Possibly when you're doing it on your own, it's not too bad. But yeah, I kind of like both. I do still like my good old PVA. But as I said, I do like the quickness of drying as well with that. So that's why I like having both here, because then I can use, and also obviously the PVA works brilliantly for glazing, as long as if it's the thicker sheet and you actually cut into the plastic. Although since that tip pull, it's always worked. Who needs lettuce? Andy, you're confusing me, lovely. I had lettuce for tea, but not quite sure where you're going with that one. Unless you are talking with Timber there. I did like someone's idea of a cheat sheet on my live the other day. Ah, doesn't go all the way. Now that is interesting. Do I leave a gap in the middle? I don't know. Oh yeah, there is a small gap in the middle. I suppose it's just building up that support and stopping that from folding. I think the problem is where they've done it because of the actual page folds. They've had no choice but to put it where it is. That's not hard to do. What, confused me? No, you're absolutely right there, Dad. I must get it from you. They say return to sender, don't they? Manufacturer. Does that mean I can blame you and Mum and Dad? Rocket lettuce. No, I'm too tired. I can think of rocket and cheese and Wallace and Gromit. But I'm not quite sure that's what you're meaning, so. The only proprietary glue I use is glue and glaze for windows. It dries clear even if it smudges onto view. Ah, there is a gap in the middle, Paul. Okie doke, lovely. I have just seen a tiny little gap on the drawing, so. And then obviously because of this fold here, I've got to keep it flat. Otherwise it's not going to work, so I might have to try and get this done to build up the support. Take the central platform, strap that and place it upside down. And bend the two tabs at right angles. Next, fold up two. Let's get the bit I need first. pink clip. Oh, yeah, that's an idea, Paul. Sorry, Andy, it's lost on me, lovely. I think I'm just with the travel and everything tomorrow. I'm kind of looking on that and dreading how it's going to go with the strikes. I had to be travelling on the day of the strikes, didn't I? And I've lost my pin, so let's have a look at that in my foot. I've got it. So next we've got to go with the central platform strengthener. That's a load of words if you've had a drink, I imagine. Glad I don't drink. What's happening there? I realise you're not actually seeing as much as this, are you? So let's read through this again. Edge up against the platform rear tabs with black set sticking out past the end of the platform top. The steps sit on bit right. So centre tab goes which way now? That's the question. That's got to be that way. That goes that way as well. Just figuring this out, guys. I'll have to glue it on if I do it the wrong way. Won't be the first time. Oh, it didn't break off, so that's always a good thing. So it should look like this. So apparently I'll turn it back over and fix the same since it's back on the side of the platform and push between the rear tabs. 2mm slots. Tight onto rear tabs which leave a 2mm gap and I'm a finger spacer. There we go. Oh, let's tidy that one up, Jesus. Let's get these glued up and stuck together. Yeah, they can be actually. I think I'm still trying to make sure I don't mess up after that hideous one. But I am starting to get to know them a little bit better as I go along. I'm learning to take my time with it and not rush, especially. I would say that is my biggest learning curve, is not rushing with these kits. Obviously, apart from when you're gluing, but, you know, not rushing to try and get through every step, even on my lives. I think that's the thing. Sometimes you just want to make sure you get them perfect, but it's not always going to be like that, you know. And you guys doing the kits obviously know and appreciate what goes into them as well. In fact, if it wasn't for some of you, my kit would not be how good they are. So, yes, I know I haven't glued one side. I'm just applying my pressure just to make it stuck on the other. So, just before anybody thinks that I'm gone mad and think that I've glued up. Is anybody else trying to fare the trains tomorrow? Or is no one using public transport tomorrow? Might be only stupid one. There we go. So this is what I like about rocket glue. It is dried pretty quick. So I'm assuming this will be going up like this. Yeah, so that's there and going to be pushed there, I believe. Which again, so in one sense, that clip is actually acting as the natural gap anyway. So that's not a bad thing. But it is making sure these are right angle, but that I'm not losing that gap at the bottom. So it's going to be where to glue it to make sure I can get this stuck. I think I'm going to put a couple here. And here as well. See, with the gap, I don't need to worry about the bottom as such. I just need to make sure that these are at the angles they need to be. There we go. So that is glued into place. These are all pushed up against the edge, as it says. That one just didn't want to stick, because that will obviously be our platform. I'm just going to add a touch more glue. That's the only thing sometimes with rocket glue, is it does go pretty quick sometimes. And as you can see, that glue was there perfectly. The glue, that clip was there perfectly for the gap actually that's needed. And that sits there. That will be your station gap there. Oh yeah, this is definitely one of the fiddliest that I've used so far then. It's definitely interesting. I've never really had to do supports as such, where this kit has nothing but supports. Fix tight up to red tabs. What should I leave it? So I'm going to try and get as much done as I can, but I don't think I will be on for much longer, guys. I know Rob would probably like to have a platform just for a gauge, but at least where it's relatively flat, you can still use it for a gauge of things. Where are we going next? Our front wall. Ah, there we go. Hey Mike, welcome back, lovely. Ah, so you glue them together as well. So if I get the front ones on, it at least means you have support at the front and the back. Sound hasn't gone off to my knowledge, Mike. And I'm trying to get the charger in, and it won't. There we go. If anybody else is having sound issues, let me know. Mike, I have put a message there to you, which if you can't hear me anyway, it's kind of pointless, isn't it? So that's why I've written a message there for you. And I imagine some people would wish that it was muted. Ah, Aaron, hello, lovely. Seeing you sneaking in there. Unless you've been in and just not been chatting tonight. Lovely to see you. If you have just joined, I do apologise. I will be going off very, very soon. I'm literally just going to get this platform wall done. And then my platform at least has support all the way round. And then I will be heading off and away for next week. So I am afraid to be in for shorter than usual. So these are the usual fold up together to give you that thickness. Again, using my brilliant clips. As I said, I don't really need them with a rocket glue, but it just keeps it from coming apart while that glue just fixes. Been out, just now joined, seeing how you got on. Oh no, away, take care. It's not a problem. The only thing I'm dreading is tomorrow with the strikes, but hopefully it'll be all right. Unless any of you work in the train industry from North Wales down south and make sure my train leaves. But I shall see how it goes. I'm either going to, you know, get there safe or probably cry from a station because I can't get any further. So we shall see how it goes. Ah, sounds fine, Tim. Hopefully Mike has just done a refresh then and back with us. You know, hopefully he's seen these comments and just refreshes and comes back. Yeah, we'll try a refresh, be right back. There we go. So again, it's funny, isn't it, how recording and that and the comments spookily seems to catch up. Andy, safe trip, Grace. I'm off. Good night, Andy, lovely. As I said, I just want to get this support myself and then I am gone for the night as well. It just makes sure it's all supported just while I'm away because I know what Rob's like. So this obviously isn't a full length, so you do have to join them together here. I'm just going to get them joined up, and then they are the ones that fit in that 2mm gap. As I said, it just means this has got more support while I'm away. Just need to make sure that is in line. See, who was it that just said about a puzzle piece? Railway 187. Well, I would say this is definitely like a puzzle. Are there gutters and drain pipes in the kit? Metcalfe kits I have came without. I don't think I've ever noticed, unless anybody knows different. I don't think I have ever noticed myself, so. Right, guys, so now that's glued. Now it fits the platform so it stands behind the front saber and up against the central strengthener. So yeah, literally between that gap I'm assuming it's going to be this way. Jerry's now left me Paul, so if you want to offer your guidance, I might have to chop that because those bits I think are getting in the way. That one is actually thicker than that one. That's interesting. So I might have to make a very small cut to trim a little bit to get it to fit. However, could it... You had to add those railway. Ah, yeah, so I didn't think they came with the kit. And interestingly, with the N-gauge ones, I believe with the booking hall, you don't actually get a platform at all. So, yeah, as you can see, guys, that's just sits in there supported. I'm not sure what's going on. It should fit nicely in the... I believe these are right. This is the only problem as well. If you don't get that exact angle that you need, you might be stuffed later on down the line. So, luckily, I think it's around here it's catching. So I might have to do just a very thin cut. I had to do it with the fire door on the end gauge, so it looks like it's coming back to haunt me. Having things not fitting exactly. I've never been good when it comes to the angle bits, to be honest. Stephen Cameron, very good evening. I am sorry, lovely. You've caught me at the end of the stream. So I'm afraid I'm just getting this so it's supported while I'm away. Ah, no, there we go. That fits. Yeah, I'm literally getting this supported up. And then I am heading off, lovely. So I'm very sorry, but it's lovely for you to join. Oxy22. Oh, someone else I don't think I recognise. So welcome to the chat. Lovely to see you in the stream. And Mike, I don't know, is that really a good thing hearing my voice? So, as I said, it looks like I might have a minuscule gap at the edges, but it does fit there very nicely. I'm assuming before I go ahead, Paul, that the brickwork is right this way because it's going to be flipped round, and there's your brickwork. Yeah, I can actually see it there. So I am going to go PVA with this one because a lot of it is lined up, some of it isn't. So I might just have to hold it for a minute or two. But I know that I literally need to put the glue along this edge of where the support is. So at least I'm not having to worry about, oh, where do I put my glue? And again, these fine applicators, I wouldn't have done that with a paintbrush, as I initially started out on my lives using. So I am very grateful for Rob getting me these, especially for this part. Has anybody ever come across a Metcalfe kit where you can't fit it in? Another one I heard for drain pipes is straws, I believe. I can put a bit of glue here as well. Yeah, because this is moving ever so slightly. I might have to get the rocket glue. Oh, no. Might have to get the rocket glue out. I'm not sure. It just does not seem to want to stick up to that edge. Is there a slight angle to it, or... Because I'm noticing it doesn't want to join up completely. It's as if it gets to the middle and then goes out again. It's quite weird. If I can't get this, then I will just head off and have to leave it. Maybe tomorrow morning I will try and get it to fit before I leave. If anyone has any tips on that, or whether it's just doing the PVA, it's very slow drying. Might have to get the rocket out for this, because it does not want to seem to stick. So there we go. That actually just falls into the hole there as well. I think possibly a rocket is needed for the speed of this. And again, this is what I like about rocket glue, and as you'll hopefully see, is how quick drying this goes. So you don't have to worry about holding things for an age, and you do still have a little bit of time to get things in place. Like you'd see me just move it there. Smallwood. Who's Smallwood? Stephen. I can't see the name. Day in the garden tomorrow, Peter. Oh, sounds lovely. Getting late, guys. Almost 11 already. Have to go. Nice evening. To see you next time, Grace, and have a safe trip. Well, as you say you are going, I am actually done myself. This is now attached. So, guys, I am very sorry that it is shorter than normal. It's a typical night. We would have probably got quite a bit done. But I do need to go and get sorted. And also spend some time with Rob before I go. But I'm not the soppy one, Rob is. So, there we go. That is the start of our platform as well. So, thank you all again, as always, for tuning in. There won't be a live next week. And just keep an eye on the channel, though. But thank you all for tuning in, as always, for chats. If you haven't hit the like button, if you could hit that on your way out, please. I don't know what these heart things are now there, whether that gets more onto the, viewers seeing it and going, I really don't know. I get the feeling it's like a TikTok-y thing where it boosts your algorithm and gets you seen by others. So probably pointless right at the end of the live. So thank you all. I know Rob appreciates these lives as well. Maybe Rob will do a wiring live. I can't guarantee, but I will certainly have a word about him maybe doing a live with you guys next week. But as I said, I can't promise. It is looking possibly to be quite a busy week with work. So I really don't know if he's even going to get the chance, bless him, or not. But tune in the week after. Might not be Tuesday if Barnabas is back. As I said, for some reason I've got in my head next week. Or I'm just talking a load of codswallop. But obviously, keep an eye on the communities tab when I'm back. And the Facebook page as well. We seem to get more viewers on the Facebook page than the communities tab. But keep an eye on both. We are on Facebook if you are new here tonight. But the live streams will be posted on there now we're out in the shed. So I can start, well, try to start on time. With the phone calls and that getting my way. So thank you all. Good night. Paul, thank you very much. Lovely. I'm really hoping and praying with these strikes. Okay, everyone. Everyone take care. And see you all again in a week's time. Bye for now, guys. And thank you for tuning in. And the squirrel says goodbye as well. Not that I think you can even see him. So maybe his end screen can be that. So squirrel says goodbye too. Maybe we should have a competition to name him. I don't know if we did actually. And actually, I've realised just seeing it on my screen, you guys have actually just probably seen the delay that has from what I do and when it comes through to you guys there, viewing it off my screen. So if I move something on the live, you'd see how long it takes to get back to the thing. The only thing that worries me is Peter's just said sound is fine. I don't know if abroad possibly it is a bit more of a delay. I'm just going to wait for a reply off Peter there. He's just said about the sound, so I'm not sure if he's got a delayed view by the looks of it. So just a warning for anybody when I do these streams, if I ever cut you off, I honestly don't mean to do it. Because the problem is, as soon as I end it, I believe it ends it for you guys as well, whether you've caught up or not. So I do want to make clear, if it ever cuts off, I don't mean to. I do try and keep a 10-second delay for those in the UK anyway. But I'm not sure internationally what the delay is. So I'm just going to tidy up for a minute and I hope Peter sees my comment. Or it's a stray comment, I don't know. And then I'm going to head off, guys. So I've not cut you off deliberately.